Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Love, Food and Fitness. I'm your host Archna Kumar, a freelance F&B consultant, a good food foodie actually, passionate about fitness, love my family, friends and a proud parent to my two wonderful daughters. So to first share with you where all this is coming from, a few years back I had a very hectic work life schedule and there's a family to take care of also, like all of us have a lot of responsibilities in our life, so same was with me. One thing that was completely ignoring was my health. I was going down in stamina. I was huffing and puffing all the time, whenever I was climbing stairs. I was There are a lot of deficiencies that were forming in my body. I was losing, most of all, my confidence. It took just one incident to actually jerk me out and shake me up and say that health is the most important thing, and truly saying that our body, our health is a true asset we own in our life, nothing else we own in our life. So that's where my journey with fitness began, and here I am today sharing my journey with journeys of like-minded people. So today, our first guest is Pawan Raj Kumar, and I would like to name our very first episode on who he is and what he's done all his life, from startups to squats, an entrepreneur who prioritizes fitness. Pawan is a founder, investor, thinker, and above all, he's actually my brother as well. And my daughters, especially my elder one, named him Uncle P. To tell you more about him, Pawan is from IIT Delhi and I am Lucknow, a deadly, deadly combination, which I think so many of us aspire to become in a life when we're starting the educational journey. He has run his family business successfully. He's had fantastic food startup that he's led. He's run his premium kebab restaurant also. And now he's an active angel investor and is mentoring many startups, building a sustainability focused fund called Zeka Ventures. I had to read it all because there's so much that he is doing actually. So thanks, Bhai, actually for becoming a part of my this journey and becoming part of the very first episode itself. Thank you so much. And to actually tell you that you have sown these seeds of this podcast many years back with me. You told me once. I don't think he'll remember, but I remember that day and that moment when he told me that it's important that we take charge of our health while we are active, and we can do that till the doctors and the medical world actually start taking control of our life. So you had told me that some years back, and that's when the fitness journey of mine started as well. So as far as my memory goes, I've always seen you exercising and loving sports and cycling and so many other things. You've always been motivated to do all this thing consistently. So, what is it that keeps you going every day?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. Right, I think it's my honor in a way to sit here and chat with you because in the last couple of years you have completely transformed yourself from somebody who was a bit on the unhealthy side. Really worked hard on nutrition, learned about millets, and God knows what all you did. And for a lot of us, in fact, for me also, your nutritional habits have become very inspiring. I think we all should learn from that because you've really gained a lot from that. And so, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I feel encouraged.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So, talking about me, I mean, for me, I think fitness is a way of life. That's how I live life. It is not about having monthly goals or annual resolutions. It is just a lifestyle. For me, every day something has to be done for my body. Uh, Different respects. Sometimes it is about the heart. Sometimes it's about my muscles. At times it's about checking endurance. Sometimes it's checking about pushing some other limits. Just going out, things like those. But it has to be every day. It's a lifestyle.
So, there are a lot of apps these days which kind of gauge how many kilometers you've done, what's your pulse rate, and so many other things that they gauge. Do you kind of follow them or you just do it on your own? Like, how do you gauge yourself? How do you measure what you've done is the right thing, or you need to do more, you need to slow down, or whatever?
I don't really measure uh, much about, like, people have heart rate monitors, sugar monitors. People use them sometimes for medical reasons. Sometimes they use it uh, because they are checking their heart where it is. I haven't used those things, but they're useful gadgets if you need them. For me, measurement is on a regular, but not on a daily basis. Maybe on a monthly basis, I keep on checking my resting heart rate at different times of the day, or the heart rate at that time. It's not really a resting heart rate. So resting heart rate really happens mostly when you're sleeping at night. So people put heart monitors and they check their heart rate. But for me, I don't like gadgets, so I stay away from them. I measure my heart rate uh, at any point of time using some app or the other.
Wow. So is there a but is this a percentage or what is that mark which says you're like normal kind of a thing? I don't know because these apps at all actually.
Uh, so, uh, so, so there is data out there. I'm not the real expert, but I'm just telling you about the data which is out there. So, which says that the heart rate, an average human being should have a pulse rate or heart rate of 72. Uh, and there are people who have hereditary condition that their heart rate is high, but normally people who are fitter, their heart rates are lower. So for example, marathon runners, the competing marathon professional runners, their heart rates would be in the 30s, largely. Most of the sports people who are fit sports people like Djokovic, etc., they are at that kind of a level. People like me try to be in the 50 to 55 kind of a resting heart rate. So on a normal day, my heart rate never generally goes beyond 66, unless I'm pumping very hard or exercising. Of course, at that time, you need to work at a different level of heart rates.
That's quite technical gyan actually for people who don't know all these things. But
I
that's
can go
great.
keep on going technical, but as you want.
Yeah. But exercises is something where people give up very easily, because the results take a little longer time to be visible. So, what keeps you motivated and reaching that stage, like an everyday thing? What is your source of motivation? And have you ever actually lost that motivation sometime in your life and gone down on it, and something has made you come back to do it like consistently?
Yeah, there are quite a few questions here, but yes, I have lost motivation, or let's say I've lost track of it, of being fit. It can happen. It happened to me because of my first startup when I was working, I think, 16 hours a day or more than that. Uh, so during those 2 years, I did lose track of my health, my fitness, did gain weight. And around that time, I was shaken up by my father-in-law, who himself
Really?
used to be a very fit person, very focused on fitness, very regular with his exercises. Even at the age of 65, 70, he was walking 7 kilometers a day. So he did not like what I was doing with my health. So he gave me a birthday gift of a pair of shoelaces.
Shoelaces.
Yeah, it was basically a taunt saying that maybe you can't afford shoelaces and hence you don't wear shoes, your sports shoes, and go out and play. So that message has always stayed with me. It hurt me in a way, and whenever I think that I have slowed down in terms of my fitness, it that incident keeps coming to mind,
I
and I
guess.
keep pushing myself. There is another incidence, another not incidents. It's more like something which motivates me. Is also a thing that fitness is not an event. It will always be a journey, and motivator for me. for fitness is more like a philosophy, which is that fitness is not an event. Right? Fitness is a journey, and it's like riding a cycle, literally. Uh, that if you stop, you fall, right? So you have to keep on moving. Another friend put it in a way that it's like a spiral, and if you don't keep moving up, you will fall down. So there comes a time when you have invested so much into your fitness that it's impossible to stop, and it becomes a lifestyle because you know that if you stop, you're going to lose on all that you gained.
Hard work that has been gone into it. Yeah.
Right. So you would have felt that already,
Yeah.
that now that you've spent so much time building your health and fitness over the last couple of years, now you do not want to change your lifestyle because you will have to rebuild it if you lose
Completely.
all
Yeah,
this. And that's too
absolutely.
much of an effort.
Absolutely.
So I think people who do stop because of this, because they have put in an effort, they've seen the results, something happens, maybe in their mind, maybe in their body, which makes them stop. And once they stop for a few months, they go back, or sometimes even worse than what they had started with. Then it's a huge problem to restart. And yeah, so these two things keep me going.
This just makes me think, is it always good to exercise probably in groups, or like solo thing is works?
It's
Like
a
if you have
very
to go for a long
yeah,
journey kind of a thing.
it's a very personal thing, right? So I, you know that I do triathlons, right? So for that, I have to cycle, swim, run. Swimming is always alone in any
Yeah.
case. Cycling, I'd love to do in a group because there's some chit chats and people even push you sometimes to do something more. You can go longer if there are more people riding with you. Running, I can't do with anybody else. I like to do on my own. I enjoy running, listening to music. A lot of people run with listening to podcasts. So it depends. A lot of people do it together. Some people do it alone. Whatever works for you. Yes, having somebody who gets you out of the bed
Yeah.
always helps.
Always helps.
Yes.
That is when the moment of laziness actually comes in early in the morning. Okay, so also one more thing, when we're exercising, one has to be very careful in not injuring oneself. And I've seen you over the years, like you've exercises, but you also kind of fallen, you've injured yourself. So any thoughts or any tips that you like to probably say that one has to be careful in getting the results, but not injuring oneself?
So my injuries have been of two kinds. One is because I've had accidents while cycling. I fell down a few times. Somebody hit me or whatever. So those kind of injuries are like perks. Right? You will get them if you're
Your
playing.
perks, you call them perks?
Sporting injuries are like medals. Right? Any sports person will tell you that. The pain of a sporting injury is very beautiful. You just cherish that pain, and that pain is something which you will get, right? When you push your body, sometimes you'll fall, sometimes you'll injure something. It will come. uh, One of the ways of avoiding that, actually, the person who need to be followed is Roger Federer, right? Forever of his life, towards the end of his career, he started having some back pain, but generally he never got injured because of, he was never out of a game because of not being
Yes.
able to play because of some injury or whatever. Same goes for Kapil Dev, who was my star when I was growing up.
Mine too, actually.
Kapil Dev was a guy who really worked on his fitness. So uh, while they had different ways of being fit, but I think what really helps is training. Uh, being Playing anything, being part of any active exercise or whatever is one part, but you need to train for that, which means you need to give breaks to your exercise regime and do some stretching, do some yoga, exercises which help your muscles rebuild, right? So in simple technical words, basically, whenever you do any sporting activity, your muscles get uh, injured, and when they get injured, that's a time when they actually become stronger, but you have to give them time to recover. So if you exercise 7 days a week, you'll be injuring your muscles, never giving them time to recover. While they're getting stronger, you'll have pains. But if you, let's say, do 5 days and in between 2 days you give it rest, and those rest days are more like stretching, then your muscles get that time to recover and they get over that injury. So, and they are stronger as well as nice. So your time of exercise is longer. Your longevity as a fitness guy increases.
So, we listen to your body when it kind of needs that kind of 2 days of break.
I don't listen to the body.
You
I
don't?
think that is a very different term. In fact, I tell my body to shut up. Your body talks to you at times, or your brain talks to you at times when you are going for something uh, which you have not done before. And your body will always tell you can't do it. There is too much pain in it. And you have to say that, can't listen to it. I mean, you have to tell your body to shut up at that time. There is a very interesting uh, event which happened in Tour de France, and there's this thing about the cyclist who was old and he built something. I mean, he actually achieved something great for his age. And then he was asked after after the race, how did he win that? It was a very tough one at his age to win, etc. And he just said, I just kept saying, "Shut up, legs." And that "shut up, legs" has become a very big thing in cycling world. A lot of people wear
Really?
it on their shirts and jerseys and socks and whatever. Yeah, so sometimes you have to say not to listen to your body, but you have to take care of your body. So you have to give breaks and you have to exercise hard.
In my case, probably a little reverse thing happened. Listening to my body became like the prime thing for me. I think it works differently for when you're eating. When you're eating, I think your body tells you that you've kind of done with it. You don't need to eat more. You don't need to do excessive on go on eating, and you have to stop there. I think for me, it really started listening to my body saying, "Ab ho gaya, aur nahi khana hai." And especially saying no to the people around you who keep on force feeding you, aur bhi kha lo, aur bhi kha lo. Saying no, this is not I won't eat. Like really listening to what my body needs, giving it the kind of food it really needs. In really big names, we call it nutrition that the body needs. And the body tells you. The body talks to your body, tells you it's you've kind of had it, you've done it, and don't eat more. I think for fitness, probably you push yourself more, and as far as food is concerned, and listen to your body more. That's what probably worked for me a little bit.
Yeah, I guess everybody is different.
Yeah. But you've, apart from fitness, you've led successfully food startups.
Mhm.
Really food, and you've kind of done all the tasting and everything. How do you think, or do you think you need to balance food, what you eat, and the fitness? And are you a foodie yourself?
No, I'm not a foodie. I am. I eat food to satiate my hunger. I am, and I am not really. So I love good food. It's not that I don't like good food. I really like taste. I love most of the cuisines, but it's not like I will go out of my way to eat something special. I will eat whatever is on the table, and I'll eat a lot of that. So I'm not a foodie. Uh, See, fitness sometimes is also confused with weight loss. Weight is not a
Yeah.
measurement of fitness, in my opinion. Um, if you want to keep weight less or lower your weight or gain weight for that matter, sometimes a lot of people need to do that. Then food is important, right? You eat certain kind of food or some or different times of food, times of eating of the day or whatever. Um, Weight management comes with about 80% food management, right? And 20% exercise. Fitness is just the reverse of that. Fitness is 80% exercise and 20% food. Because fitness, you eat food to compensate your, salts losses or extra protein or vitamins that you need in your body. So it is more about compensating for that. But fitness really comes from exercises, pushing your body, building your muscles, pushing your heart, building your lung muscles. That's what fitness is. So 80% of that is exercise. So I
Yes.
focus more on that than food.
That's like 80%, 20%, like changes differently when you're doing fitness and when you're
Yeah,
actually on
this
a
is
weight
my
loss journey.
personal data idea. I don't think it's a lot of science, but this is what I believe in.
True, but what works for you probably will work for many others as well. So, also these days, there's a lot of information or gyan, so-called gyan, that we get on Instagram and Facebook, all social media basically, which is sometimes very inspiring, sometimes very motivating, sometimes it is misleading as well. But when people are starting on this journey of fitness or good eating or whatever, do you think we need a trainer or a guru or somebody like a mentor to guide us through, or we can start this journey on our own?
Having I think a mentor is very important. I think somebody who inspires you. There is, you can be an Arjun or you can be a Eklavya, right? So you can have a guru who's directly teaching you, like Arjun had,
Yeah,
and Eklavya who actually just decided to make somebody a same guru his guru and learn without him actually teaching him.
yeah,
So but you need somebody, right? You need a mentor, you need somebody who inspires you, somebody who sometimes pushes you. Trainers are good as well if you are trying to achieve something more than what you have been doing. So I would love to right now have a trainer who can help me improve my running, for that matter, or increase my swimming speed. uh, but I think for me, within my community of friends, there are a lot of people who are doing different things, so we sort of learn from each other
from each other.
quite a lot. Good thing is now that even in Gurgaon, there are a lot of coaches and trainers. There are people who are training for Ironman all the time. I last time heard somebody has 200 uh, students who are
Wow.
learning how to become Ironman from this person, and it's amazing to see that. Yeah, yeah, it's up to you. Depends upon your goals. Depends upon what your status is right now. I personally am a person who love to engage with people of my community and learn from them. I like that.
Great, great, great. So, if like there are a lot of learnings that you've had in fitness, and apart from your professional life, and there were successes and failures, I'm sure you kind of achieved something, probably lost something. So, if you have to go back in time and you're a 20-year-old, you would like to go back and change something, or you're happy the way things have turned out for you?
Maybe 14. I
Okay,
would have I would have pushed myself to become a better tennis player.
you were good at it actually.
I was good at it,
Yeah.
but I gave up for different reasons. But um, no, I don't think I ever left fitness apart from those couple of years as part of my life. No, I think I'm pretty fine with what I've done.
I used to love tennis, playing tennis myself as well, actually.
And swimming too.
Swimming
You
too.
won medals.
When I was the only person in the pool, right? Okay, so these days youngsters have a lot of hectic life, professional life to balance with their social life, and of course, then we're talking about fitness right now. So, anything like to tell them, how to kind of balance their whole things?
uh, I'm not a very
Just from your experience, just from your experience.
um, I don't know. I mean, how to do this is so different things require uh, different kinds of buckets. Uh, for work, you need to be organized, right? So you need to have your things sorted out. That these are the 5 things you need to do today. These are the 3 things you need to do this month. So you need to be organized.
Yeah.
For fitness, I think it's a very simple thing. For me, you have to get up early in the morning and you have to do something. Now, that something is something you can decide the night before or in the morning. It's very simple. So I just leave a couple of hours in the morning for that. I could cycle, I could do my body strengthening exercises, I could just go for a run or a swim, or sometimes go and play a sport, but I just keep it open. Uh, yeah, I don't know much more about balancing life, and it's a very hot topic these days. I
I
think
know
I'll
it
stay
is.
away from it.
But just one thing that you said, like morning exercise. A lot of people exercise in the evening also, and probably late night also. I've heard people going, hitting the gym and going exercising. But I don't understand that because I'm also, like to exercise in the morning. But you think it's for a body, it's natural or it's like comfortable to exercise in the middle of the night, say 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, when people are going to the gym?
So I've tried that. I love mornings. A lot of people cannot get up in the morning, and that should not be the reason for not exercising, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
there are people who don't sleep at night; they sleep in the morning, so they can exercise at night. I don't think heart cares, right? And you are doing it for your lung muscles and heart muscles, so they don't really care what time of the day or night it is.
Okay.
It's how your brain works. I think personally, I think mornings are wonderful. People should get up in the morning, see the sunrise. I think it's a very healthy time of the day,
Yeah.
very nice time of the day.
Birds chirping.
Your brain is working very well. It's not disturbed by phone calls and social media and all those things. So it works very well for me. A lot of people can't do it. I have tried it myself. I have tried nights. I have tried just to see what happens. And I have actually, I do not mind. I actually enjoy swimming more at night
Really?
than in the morning.
Why is that
Uh,
so?
I guess I think my eyes got used to less light while swimming, and I
Okay.
like that rather
Yeah.
than sun coming into my eyes
That's
when I'm
quite
swimming.
uncomfortable, actually.
That's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Second, I actually started enjoying running in the afternoon, late afternoon or early evening, you could say 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So you finished up your lunch and gone with everything, and there comes a time. At that time, sometimes I've found time free. Like there is no meeting, there is no call, and or there is a meeting half an hour away. I run and go for a meeting. I've enjoyed that actually. So I don't know what impact it had on my body.
But you enjoyed that.
Mentally, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So basically, just exercise whenever you get
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
time.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't
really
matter.
matter. It doesn't really
Absolutely doesn't
matter.
matter.
Okay, so we've spoken about fitness. You've spoken about food a little bit here and there. So let's talk about love. What makes us happy and the indulgences and everything. So rapid fire round for you. 5 questions coming your
Ouch.
way. Let's have a fun round.
I can ask you back.
Okay, one question you're allowed to ask me if you want to. So, which one would you pick when you crave something in the middle of the night? Is it going to be that sugary and the gulab jamun, or a gooey chocolate brownie?
Out of the two, chocolate brownie.
Chocolate brownie?
Hmm.
You warm it up and have it, or straight from the fridge?
Oh, straight from the fridge. I
Straight
don't
from the
warm up
fridge.
anything.
You warm up it, especially in the middle of the night.
No, I don't warm up anything.
What makes you jump out of the bed faster early in the morning? Is it like the thought of getting into the pool and swimming, or getting onto a cycle and hitting the road?
The cycle.
Cycle for you? Oh, great, great. If you're stranded on a deserted island and you have limited access to food, and you're given an option that you can have only one food every day of your life post that, what is that going to be?
On an island,
Yeah.
so I can get that
Yeah, you can get that, but only one. Choice is only one.
pizza.
Pizza. So a margarita pizza every day?
Or
No option or toppings given to you.
margarita pizza it is then.
Good, good, good. So we all love, they say the cheat days, give us one cheat day of food when we eating. And it's unhealthy, you should not be having it. It's giving your body nothing but just that satisfaction of having that food. What is that one food item going to be for you?
Undoubtedly, samosa.
Samosa,
Yeah, yeah.
the Punjabi samosa, aloo
Any
samosa.
kind of samosa. I just love that maide ka crust, which is so unhealthy, but it's so awesome.
With chutney, green chutney or the red chutney, the khatti meethi chutney?
Depends on where you are. Sometimes the green chutney is great. Sometimes the dip of aloo is very good also. It doesn't matter. I indulge in samosa once in a while. I really love it.
So it's good to indulge in that case. So, okay, and finally, I'm very filmy actually. So, what one Bollywood song that you sing when you want to get pumped up during your exercise sessions?
Okay, the Bollywood songs don't really pump me up, and I don't need music to pump me up. I actually sing songs when I'm cycling because that pushes my lungs more, and the song which helps me do that is a song called Mitwa. I like singing it, and I like singing it when I'm cycling.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, yes. Why not?
Okay, so thank you so much. It was really, really lovely having this small little discussion with you. And I hope everybody listening to us actually enjoyed something from this and have some takeaway from this session is that probably, just live your life, love yourself. Truly, that's what actually life is all about. And just to end it with the Bollywood style, one song or two lines of one song is अपना हर दिन ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो जियो तो हर पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.